Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray, brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. We talk outdoors for 90 minutes every Saturday morning on ESPN 790 right here in Memphis, Tennessee, and also in Brownsville. All you folks up at Brownsville Radio, 1520 AM and FM 95.3. And, of course, we don't want to throw out anybody from Jackson because you can listen at 101.5 on News Talk 101.5. Well, we're switching gears a little bit. We've been talking fishing. Now we're going to talk an event that's coming up. It's kind of like the kickoff of the wild game circuit. You know, if you really want to go, you can go to about 6 of these. 2 of them have already been held, and they got to jump. Of course, my church is coming up, and I'm going to mention that every time before this next guest. Ours is March 16th.
I knew we would be talking about food.
March 16th, Bartlett Hills Baptist, but really I always looked at what we always check and see who's doing what. And the Germantown is the Outdoor Expo at Germantown Baptist Church, and that is next Saturday. And we're privileged to have in studio with the round table, if we had a round table. It's a semi-round table, but we got the spokesman for them, and that's Tom Sampson. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning. Good morning.
And who did you bring with you over there, Tom?
Oh, man, I got the rest of the crew. I've got
you got Kevin
Anderton and Ron McSwain. Ron's had the pleasure of working with us in this expo for the last several years, so he's our veteran.
Well, I know he's a veteran, and it's one of my favorite events to attend. It's on my schedule. And you guys have hit a home run with your guest speaker. He has a lot of Memphis ties here, a longtime friend. I've seen him grown up, so to speak, to become what he is. And we've got their speaker on the line with us. That's our good friend Brodie Swisher. Hey, Brodie, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Larry and guys. It's good to jump on here with you and catch up a little bit this morning. And, looking forward to next weekend. It's going to be an awesome time.
Well, I don't know if they've told you what happens there, but they do have food, okay? So they do have food, and they'll have about 18,000 vendors. You know, no, I'll be there as a vendor. But, Tom, I know as we talk about this and you and Kevin on this, there's, like I said, there's plenty of them come up. What sets y'all's apart? Because I think when you think of Germantown Baptist Church, what sets your wild game dinner apart from others?
Well, I think one of the things that sets us apart is about 3 years ago we started including our expo with it, where we bring vendors from all over the Mid-South in there. And actually the last 2 years we've added some craft vendors in there. So we've got about 37 to 40 vendors that'll be here all from the Mid-South, and they're going to be showing their products. And the other thing that's unique about us is that we have a world champion a cooker that'll come and cook most of our food with us.
Really?
The Germantown barbecue cooking team
all right.
has a guy on there that's a 2-time world champion, and I don't believe
I think his name is Tom Sampson, I believe.
I know it's what I'm trying to get out of him. So thank you, Kevin. I mean, I didn't. It was going to take the whole show to get it out of him.
Well, I wanted to give credit to the barbecue team because they are the ones that really put in all the work and the time, and all I have is a title and a little bit of knowledge.
Well, titles and knowledge go together and everything. And I know the young man you got coming here, as we said, is Brodie Swisher. Brodie, events like this, I think this is what you live for, right? I mean, you really like to share your faith on stage at churches, and you stay pretty busy now, don't you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's this time of year. February, March is the season for this very stuff, and it is, man. I honestly feel like this is my calling in life as far as it goes. And ironically, calling is the name of the game for me.
Yes.
Both in in the technique and style we do, but also the actual calling methods, game calling. That's what I largely is my platform is using that game calling connection to connect with hunters and sportsmen. But I present it in such a way that I feel is entertaining for everyone there. Whether you've ever hunted, or whether you're a wife that doesn't hunt, a spouse, a girlfriend, or the kids that don't hunt yet, it's going to be something that's going to be educational and entertaining for everybody there, men, women, boys, and girls. And we're going to have a big time, lots of laughs, lots of good times. And we'll bring some of those kids up on stage and let them try to run some turkey calls with me. And so it's going to be a really fun time, no doubt.
Okay, just don't bring me on stage to make any kind of calls, okay? I'll bring my Johnny Stewart up there with me, okay? But
there you go.
I just got one from Ruger. It's called Wi-Fi. It's got Bluetooth and everything. I can't wait to get out there and try to kill some coyotes. That's
Larry, that's just like the old timers used to do it with the Bluetooth hookup on their coyote calls.
Yeah. Well, that's
right.
We lost a great person here recently in the death of George Brent, my good friend who came up with advanced decoy and had that little hair on a stick that you put out there and bounced around and everything. But so when you come to these things, and Brodie, I know at this time, and these guys can listen. Can you give us an idea of what your subject might be?
Yeah, we kind of cover a little bit of everything, but obviously getting ready to crank up with turkey season. We'll talk turkey, and we will be talking, strategy a little bit on that. Just giving some sounds, some things that work, maybe some things that don't work. And I just will walk through and talk through a lot of videos. I've had a lot of fun over the years, and I think folks in attendance have had a lot of fun just sharing some of those videos. There's some funny stuff. There's some, good stuff that just will teach, educate. And like I said, I always love bringing my hunt with Mr. Walt. He was a 92-year-old man that I had to take on his first turkey hunt, and that is a crowd favorite. Everybody loves a turkey hunt with Mr. Walt. So it'll be largely turkey-related, but we'll have everything from elk hunts and deer hunts to predator hunts, a little bit of everything.
All right. You're not going to be wearing a ghillie, are you?
Not this time, no. I try to stay away from that. I get too tangled up if I do that.
I did that at the same event about 4 years ago. I came out in a ghillie. Not even my son recognized me. You can really hide out there.
Yeah.
As I told people, that you can put on all the stuff you want to be, but God still knows who you are and where you are. And
that's right.
Even wearing a ghillie. Now, the food itself. How many do we hope to be there, Tom?
Well, we're looking for between 850 and 900. As a matter of fact, we're going to be cooking over 6,000 duck nerves for this event, which will be one of the great things. We made some arrangements today for some buffalo to be flown in.
All right.
We're going to have a
flying buffalo.
Flying buffalo.
All right. Who rode on that plane? Commercial or first class?
He rode in the hold. So,
okay.
Of course, we'll have deer chili and deer sausage. A whole smoked hog will be out there.
I love it.
It'll be a wild hog. And actually, some of the really fun things, Kevin's in charge of some of the door prizes.
I'm coming to that. Games for kids and door prizes. Kevin, you need any more door prizes? Can I bring something?
Well, look, we like to make it kind of like Christmas at this event.
All right.
So there's never too many prizes for people. We've had so many great vendors who have donated to us and given us gift packs from Bass Pro. And I know Strike King's done a great job for us. There's too many to
I know it, but you'll
completely name.
I'm bringing you something. It'll be a surprise. Awesome. Yeah, it's not my wife. I mean, she's coming anyway, but I'm not going to give her away after 53 years. No, she's saved me a lot. But I know. So how do you get? You can get your tickets in advance, if I'm not mistaken, Tom, and save you a few bucks, right?
Absolutely. They can go on to Germantown. Baptist.org /outdoor and get their tickets ahead of time. They're $15 now. They'll be $20 at the door. And any children under 12 is only $5.
$5.
And we encourage to bring your family, bring the wives. These vendors have got a lot of things for the wives, so it's not just a hunter's program. This is for the whole family.
Well, I think you ought to know that Brodie's accomplished quite a lot in his young years. He's still a pup to me, but I can remember when he got started in this and had a chance to meet him and everything like that. But he's the NRA's Great American Game Calling Challenge World Championship, which is called the Super Bowl of Game Calling, and I know he loves to do that. And also, he's a great speaker. So I know whatever he'll have on his heart will be what he will bring on next Saturday night. And so I know, Brodie, How's things going for you?
Oh, just really well, man. It's life has been good. I've got 4 wonderful little kids, and so it's never a dull moment in the Swisher house. Always something with those guys, and watching them learn to hunt and just enjoy life and follow the Lord's direction. And so it's been good. Some good days.
Well, tell them where you grew up.
Yeah, I was born right there in
That's right.
Memphis, Tennessee, and grew up there in Cordova, and attended ECS High School out there. In fact, I think I'm pretty certain last time I was at Germantown Baptist Church was for an ECS, my graduation. I think my graduation was there at Germantown Baptist Church. I'm almost certain, if my memory serves me correct. It's been a while, but looking forward to being
You got
right
roots
here.
You got family still here?
I do. My family's still down there in Cordova, and my mom and dad and siblings, and so, yep.
What's your dad's name?
Yep. Braden Swisher.
Yeah, I know it.
Yep.
I've seen many of wild game things, and there would be your dad, and
that's right.
I think they were there the night at Bellevue. I shared the stage with Paige Patterson. And I felt I felt intimidated. You were on that, weren't you? Weren't you on that program?
I was there.
Yeah.
Yep, that was a great night. That was a great evening, great event.
I was nervous. I don't know about you, but sitting next to Paige Patterson, the chief humped up for all the Baptists, there for a long time. And
that's right.
Wild game hunter and everything. So what do we? I noticed on the brochure, which is a great one. It's hard. Brodie looks nice next to that deer. That's the same deer I see in every picture. I'm just wondering, that's the picture? That's a beautiful. I don't mean deer, turkey. That's a beautiful turkey. Where'd you get that one at? You know?
Oh, I'm trying to think.
It's got white all in it. It's got white. Yeah, it's the colors are not. I haven't seen that. So that's.
Yep, that's a Nebraska turkey there, and had the chance to go out there several times, and that's probably the most beautiful bird I've ever had the chance to take.
Ooh, it's a pretty bird. I didn't even recognize you next to it. I just kept looking at the bird.
That's good.
So
that's why it works so well. It covers me up. That's good.
All right, now Tom, the times the expo opens at 4, right?
It opens at 4:00, and we'll start serving the meals shortly after 6, and Brodie will be on right around 7. I just thought I might mention this. I started following Brodie on Facebook, and for anybody out there that wants to know a little bit more about Brodie,
yes, that's good.
He's got a tremendous Facebook following, and you'll be surprised at all the family events that he's involved in, local community stuff. So I encourage you to go on Facebook and look up Brodie Swisher.
And tell them how they do that. What's your Facebook?
Yep, it's just my name, Brodie Swisher, on Facebook and Instagram, both. Just Brodie Swisher. They can look me up there. I'd love to find them on social media. They can check out my website, just my name.
That's great.
Nice and easy.
Yeah,
BrodieSwisher.com.
Do we want to get into your Twitter account and your Instagram? You've already lost me on. Don't ask me about a Twitter account. I do the twits a lot, and everything. But hey, buddy, we look forward to being there on the 2nd. For your presentation. These are great folks you're working with, the best there is. I've always told them if anything happened to my home church at Bartlett Hills Baptist, they know where I'll be going. Instead of driving 45 minutes, I'll drive 10 minutes and be at Germantown Baptist, that's for sure. Anything else you guys need to add to this?
Just want you to be there early because the minute we start the meal, or at least a few minutes after, we start giving away door prizes, and
that's right.
I think it's 100+, so we need you to show up and claim your door prize.
Wow. Well, that's I don't know how you feed that many people that fast. 4 lines. It'd be 4 lines. All right, that's 4 lines Swain over there talking. So, anything else?
Now there'll be over 4 lines of food and about 18 items on each table. So we get you in there. Get you some quality stuff and get you seated down real fast and get ready for Brodie.
And I will have my vendor place out there passing along information. Brodie, thank you. Look forward to talking to you. Tell your family hello. I guess your dad will be there.
I hope so. Yep, looking forward to bringing my whole crew, and I just want to encourage everyone to do the same. Bring their crew out. Love to meet them. Looking forward to making some new friends next weekend.
Well, there'll be a lot of them there, Brodie. Thank you, buddy. All right. Guys, thank y'all for being with us here this Saturday morning. Thank you for the entourage. Ron doesn't travel alone anywhere unless Sylvia's with him, so I know that.
Well, we thank you for having us in this morning.
Well, we'll see y'all there. Okay, let's take a break. Come right back. We got more on Outdoors with Larry Ray. We're going to talk to C.J. Buck himself, the owner of Buck Knives, and he's got a fourth generation of Buck Knives, and you know I like knives, and so we're going to talk to him. And then the last segment, we're going to talk to Alan Peterson. He's retiring from the Region 1 TWA office after 34 years, and he and I have a little thing that we go back to. He helped a rookie outdoors editor a long, long time ago. So we'll be right back.